Hi all, welcome to my channel AutomateOps. Welcome to module 3 of our Ansible training series, configuration. In this session, we'll explore how Ansible manages its configuration files. We'll understand how the precedent rules works, and we will work through a live demo. Also, here we will test our knowledge with a quiz, though I have given a very tabular format that what is the question, what is the answer, what is the explanation behind it. But before that, I wanted to try that question and answers on your own, and then you can look for the actual answers with an explanation. Ultimately, we will wrap up this session with a hands-on challenge. It's a very simple exercise which it will cover all the things which we will already doing it in this particular episode. And then I'm asking all of you to try the same on your own in your own lab. And in the comment section, you can let me know in case you are facing any challenge so that I can help you to utilize our knowledge and resolve those issues. So now I'm going to the next slide. That in this slide, we introduce the configuration files precedent concept. This determines which configuration file in Ansible uses when multiple configuration files are present. So understanding this hierarchy is crucial for troubleshooting and customizing your automation environment. Okay. Now, a very important and very common question, which I seems to be particular normal, that why I should learn this precedence, how it will help me. So before we dive in deeper into this concept, let's talk about Ansible configuration file precedence and its criticality. So what happens? Ansible reads these settings from multiple sources. So if you see this particular slide, you will find that there are four kind of configuration file precedents. The first priority, or it is already mentioned here, is the environment variable. The environment variable name is ansible underscore config. It is having the highest precedence in the this configuration file, followed by a local the ansible underscore cfg. It is a configuration file which is present into your local directory. It is having the second priority. Third priority is the ansible.cfg file, or it's present in the user home file. It is having the priority 3 as per the precedence pyramid. And the last one is a ansible.cfg, which is present in /etc and /ansible. This order actually matters because the highest precedence wins always. For example, if you set Fox is equal to 10 globally, but Fox equal to 5 in your project's Ansible configuration file, the local file overrides the system-wide setting. Okay? So if you understand this hierarchy, it will help you to prevent surprises. It will help you to avoid conflicts. Also, you can apply the right settings for the right environment, whether it's a single project or you can use it in your own infrastructure. So moving on, uh, it's a kind of live demo plan because you will be able to understand properly if I go through a very practical session. Let's look at our demo plan. We'll start by setting up the this ansible.cfg file, which is having the priority one. And then we will go with the configuration file creation for the local directory, that is /ansible.cfg. And then we'll create the configuration file in the user home file. And last is insert the /etc/ansible. And then we'll create the ansible.cfg. In each of this creation, I will show you that how my configuration file getting changed. Okay. Now, what will happen each of the time while creating this file, these four files, ansible underscore config, ansible.cfg in local directory, .ansible.cfg, and the last one inside etc/ansible. The particular configuration file path won't be changing in case my first priority file is already present. It will be removed or it will be changed when if priority 1 file is moved or removed, then only priority 2 file will be present. So this will be clear once you see the demo part. Okay. So let me go to the console. Just a second. So you see the console now. Okay. So this one I have created just now. So I have to install the scratch, the Ansible and everything. So let's quickly start. Let me rename the host file. Okay. Host. Mm, If I type host name, I'll do this. Let me refresh it. You see now the host name has been changed to control. So let me update the OS. So it's an Ubuntu system, so we'll install the same using apt. Okay. All right. Now let me install Ansible and its dependent software called Python 3. Yep. Let me give the confirmation also. It will take some time, so we have to be patient. Almost done, 98%. So let's wait a couple of minutes. So I think it is done. So let me see the Ansible dash dash version. So now you see this config file, it is showing as none. So once I will start preparing or creating this config files, it will show. Okay. So let me create it one more time. So what I will do, I'll create from in I'm just creating a directory called Ansible inside slash etc, which is having the fourth priority or the lowest priority. Okay, let me create a file inside that ansible.cfg. So now if you see this, it is showing as none. So once I create this file and I will type this ansible dash dash version, config file will be changed. Okay, ansible dash dash version. You see, it is changed. Slash etc ansible ansible.cfg. Okay. Let's create another one which is having the priority 3, that is having inside the user home. Okay, so what I will do here, the home directory is /home/ubuntu. So what I will do, /home/ubuntu, then .ansible.cfg. So now it is showing the configuration file as /etc ansible.cfg, and now I'm creating .ansible.cfg inside the user home directory. Second, my bad. Sudo ansible. Let's check the config file location one more time. You see it is changed. Now it is taking the priority 3 configuration file. Let me create the priority 2, that is inside the local or the same location. I will create ansible.cfg without dot. So slash sorry ubuntu .cfg. So when I will create this file, this location will change from .ansible.cfg to ansible.cfg. So ansible dash dash version, it is changed. You see. Now let me create the priority 1. So what I will do, I'll create a customized configuration file. So sudo touch. Let me create it on my own name. Config.cfg. So let me set the environmental variable. So export environmental variable is ansible underscore config. In this case, I'll give you the name of the file. Done. So now if I type ansible dash dash version, you see this location is there. So everything is changed. So if I scroll it up since the beginning, what I have done, from config file to none, we have created the lowest priority configuration file. Then it's called automatically changed. Ansible has looked into it, and if when it is found, it has modified the config file on its own. When I created the priority 3 configuration file, it's once again automatically modified its configuration file location. Then I created the priority 2 configuration file in the home directory. It's got modified automatically. Then the priority 1. So now if I go reverse, if I start removing the priority file, suppose if this one is having the first priority, ansible underscore config, or this location is having the priority 1, if I remove it, it will once again change. It will now go to backwards. So let me do that. Unset ansible underscore config. So if I change it, it will be modified, okay, automatically. So if I go to dash dash version, you will see it's changed to priority 2 from priority 1. Now let me change from priority 2 to priority to remove rm minus f. I'm removing this file so that it can route to .ansible.cfg. So ansible dash dash version. You see, this is the priority 3. Okay? Now if I remove this one also, and then try, say this is a priority 4. Now if I remove this one also, it will show none, the config file location /etc ansible ansible.cfg. Okay, let me go with the sudo. Done. Now if I type ansible version, config file location will show as none. So you see, this is none. So that's the overall practical example I wanted you to see. Now, before that, any if you have any question regarding this demo, please let me know in the comment section. And then let's move into the quiz part, okay? You see this quiz section? Which configuration file is having the highest priority? Answer is ansible underscore config. What command shows which configuration file is Ansible using Ansible dash dash version? We have already used it. Which configuration file is having the lowest priority in the location slash etc Ansible? And how to overwrite all other configuration files. If you set the environmental variable, it will override because it has the priority one. It's having the highest precedence. What is the default name of the configuration file in the current directory? Ansible.cfg, be it in the home, be it in the user home or in the current directory. For my case, user home and current directory is same. That's why it is using the same file, but the file names are not same. One is ansible.cfg, second one priority 3 is having .ansible.cfg. So both are different files, but the location is same. Which command disables host key checking? We will check that, but not in this module. We will check that in the next one. So you can just use it. Ansible host key checking is equal to false. You can try it into your home lab. And in case you are finding difficulty, please let me know. And what happens if the multiple configuration file exist? As I stated, Ansible will choose the file with a higher precedence. So in Ansible underscore config environment and file is there, and it is having the path of the configuration file. Ansible will choose the first one only. Okay. So this is the hands-on challenge. What I have asked to do, create all 4 config files, set Ansible underscore config and observe the behavior. That the same thing I have done in the demo session. And then you can remove each other one by one and see that how that configuration file location is getting changed. I've tried to give a screenshot from the screen, this lab screen also. So you can try it on your own. In case you are having any challenges to do this lab, let me know. I'll show you one more time. I've tried to give a screenshot. The fonts are little smaller, so please have a look very carefully. And in the next section, what we will do, we will discuss the Ansible architecture and design using the inventory file. It's extremely critical to understand. And then if you have any other questions also, do let me know. I will discuss that also. So now, if you like this video, if you're interested, please subscribe my channel so that I'll bring more videos like this. Please like this channel also, and comment in the comment section. Please let me know what do you feel. Please give me feedback also in case you find any. I'll be happy to take this feedback and work on the improvement in case I find it. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for your time. Till then, let's automate. Bye.